Beyonder versus Great Darkness, who would win? Two entities, beyond gods, beyond multiverses, beyond imagination itself. On one side, we have Beyonder, a being who once treated the entire Marvel multiverse like a toy. And on the other side, the embodiment of pure evil from DC. Great Darkness, a force so ancient that even gods fear its true form. This isn't just a battle, this is a clash of absolute power. Let's break it down. Origin and existence. The Beyonder originates from beyond the Marvel multiverse, literally outside all known reality. In his original form, he was considered millions of times more powerful than the entire multiverse combined. He wasn't part of existence, but something observing it from the outside. Meanwhile, the Great Darkness is not just a being, it is the darkness that existed before creation itself. In DC lore, it is the primordial void from which everything was born. Even cosmic entities like Lucifer and the Presence are tied to its existence. So here's the key difference. Beyonder exists outside the multiverse. But Great Darkness exists before the concept of existence. That alone sets a terrifying stage. Power and abilities. The Beyonder has demonstrated absurd levels of power. He can rewrite reality, erase entire universes, and manipulate time, space, matter, and even abstract concepts. During the Secret Wars storyline, he casually overpowered cosmic beings, including threats on the level of the Living Tribunal. His abilities go beyond physical or cosmic limits, he can alter the very laws that govern existence. But the Great Darkness operates on a completely different scale. The Great Darkness doesn't just manipulate reality, it is the absence of everything. When fully awakened, it has the potential to consume all creation, including gods, dimensions, and timelines. Even powerful beings like Darkseid are merely avatars or fragments compared to its true form. If Beyonder is a reality manipulator, Great Darkness is the end of reality itself. And when we dive deeper, the contrast becomes even more extreme. Beyonder's abilities are active and expressive. He bends reality according to his will, meaning his power is shaped by intention, awareness, and perception. He can create life, destroy concepts, and even reshape identities, but all of this still operates through his interaction with existence. The Great Darkness, however, doesn't use power in the same way. It doesn't create, manipulate, or control, it simply erases by existing. Its mere presence can destabilize entire layers of reality without effort. There is no need for action, no requirement for thought, and no limitation based on understanding. This creates a terrifying imbalance. Beyonder's power is limitless in scope. But Great Darkness is limitless in nature. One bends reality. The other ensures that reality never existed in the first place. And in a battle like this, the difference between controlling existence and negating it becomes everything. Feats and scaling. Let's talk feats. The Beyonder once killed death itself, reshaped billions of realities, and fought entire cosmic hierarchies alone. At his peak, he was considered the most powerful being in Marvel at that time. He didn't just challenge cosmic entities, he outclassed them, treating universal and multiversal forces as insignificant. However, the Great Darkness operates on a far more abstract and terrifying level. It has influenced and empowered Darkseid, threatened the entire DC multiverse, and exists as a force acknowledged even by the highest divine beings. Its true form is so vast and incomprehensible that it cannot be fully understood or contained. Beyonder dominates multiverses. Great Darkness threatens the very foundation of existence. But when we scale these feats further, the difference becomes even more unsettling. Beyonder's power is measurable through control, he reshapes, destroys, and recreates structures of reality. His feats exist within a system, even if that system is infinite. The Great Darkness, however, exists beyond all systems. It doesn't just sit at the top of a hierarchy, it exists outside of it entirely. Concepts like space, time, and dimension become meaningless in its presence. When it awakens, it doesn't just affect universes, it affects the very idea of existence itself. And that's the true difference. Beyonder is the ruler of creation. But great darkness is what came before creation, and what remains after everything is gone. So while Beyonder's feats are overwhelming, great darkness's scaling is existential. And in battles like this, existence itself becomes the battlefield. Weaknesses and limitations. Now here's where things get interesting. The Beyonder, despite his immense power, has shown emotional instability and curiosity. He has been manipulated, confused, and even weakened due to his limited understanding of human nature and existence. At times, his desire to learn about life has made him vulnerable, allowing lesser beings to influence his actions. The Great Darkness, on the other hand, is not emotional, not curious, not even conscious in a traditional sense. It doesn't think like a person, it simply exists as an inevitable force. However, its biggest limitation is that it rarely manifests fully. Most of what we see are fragments or avatars, not its complete form. So while Beyonder has mental flaws, Great Darkness has manifestation limits. But there's another layer to this. The Beyonder's power is driven by intention. He acts, decides, and experiments, meaning his abilities depend on awareness and focus. If his perception is disrupted, even slightly, it can affect how he uses his power. In contrast, the Great Darkness doesn't rely on intention at all. It doesn't need to decide, its presence alone influences reality. This makes it far more stable, but also less direct in combat. And that creates a paradox. Beyonder is more active, but less stable. Great Darkness is more absolute, but less accessible. So in a direct confrontation, Beyonder may have more immediate control. But on a cosmic scale, Great Darkness is far harder to challenge. Because you can outthink a mind. But how do you defeat something that doesn't think at all? Final verdict. So, who wins? If we compare the Beyonder at his absolute peak against a fragment or avatar of Great Darkness, then Beyonder likely takes the win. His ability to directly manipulate reality gives him the advantage in a controlled battle. But if we're talking about the true form of Great Darkness, the primordial force beyond creation itself, then everything changes. At that level, Beyonder is still a being. But Great Darkness is the void that existed before beings. And in a battle of ultimate forms, the winner is Great Darkness. Because you cannot defeat something that represents the absence of everything. And more importantly, you cannot overpower something that exists beyond creation and destruction itself. The Beyonder may rewrite existence, bend laws, and erase multiverses, but Great Darkness exists beyond the very concept of reality. There are no rules to break. No reality to manipulate. No structure to control. Check out my other videos for more epic character crossovers and battles. Thanks for watching, and stay happy and healthy.